Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. It is Wednesday, and it feels like a Tuesday that's on a Monday.
Exactly, 100% correct, and that was a scratch, not a pick.
Whatever. Now you're re-emphasizing
Yeah,
what it is.
There.
It picked my scratch.
It picked my scratch.
All right. Go ahead. Go first. You got numbers.
Oh, here we go. Watch. Oh,
Wow.
can anybody see
Raking
that?
them in, I tell you.
Yeah, they are.
Closed sales for the... Oh, I'm jumping ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you are. You're stealing my thunder. 624 active listings in this county of Stanislaus. That's I got to reiterate. It's single-family homes, condominiums, and townhomes all lumped into one. 361 pending sales. We're back to kind of normal pending sales per week, and then 316 here in this.
It reminds me of a song, 210 in a box or something.
Yeah.
And a microphone.
And a microphone.
Yes, that's 210 per month if we average it.
If we average it out, but we got a whole nother week, I think.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is half. I just did half the month because it's the 18th. That's close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, well, remember, there's only 28 days this month.
28 days. We end it next week.
Is that really? Only 10 more days.
Yeah. Is that crazy?
Yes, it is. Oh, crazy-o.
Yeah. So March is going to be an interesting time. I think things.
Are you done here?
No. I want to look at those. I like the shades of green that they use, and then that one yellow.
Don't you have like California too while you're at it?
No. I mean, California is really a Friday number. I looked at California, and I'm not going to show it to you guys, but week ending last week, 198 closed sales per day. That's abysmal.
That is horrible.
We're usually in the fours or fives. 230. Yeah.
Because we always giggle.
238 pending sales per day. And then the abysmal low number of 327 new listings per day.
Wow.
Week ending the 14th. That's slow.
Well, it just goes with the nationwide number that we did on yesterday of only up 2,850
so across the nation.
But at least it's not a negative because we've been negative for so long. What do we have today? We got housing starts, we got mortgage applications, durable goods. I guess buyers are backing out in 5 key metros we'll get into. And then we have the affordability insight where people are saying just because rates are lowering doesn't mean it's going to be automatically affordable.
True.
And then the California's got some major tax default auctions going on. There's even a Modesto home.
Where?
I will get to that.
Oh my gosh.
All right. What do we have right now?
Gotta be a POS.
Dow's up 283. And the mortgage-backed securities, so the 10-year sitting at 4.07.
Yeah.
Remember, we were lower than that already to start the week. But, again, things every day changes that. And then the actual rates are worse by 3 basis points. What does that mean? Not much.
Not a lot, but we don't know what we're doing.
All right, so let's get going on the housing starts and permits. So housing starts means so permits is what they pull to say what their future is going to be, and housing starts is what there's right now.
Right.
Housing permits they're up 4.3% month over month to 1.448 million annualized pace. Year over year, though, we're down 2.2%.
Wow.
Starts. Yeah. Well, we are in the middle of almost end of February. Housing starts up 6.2% month over month to a 1.4 million annualized pace, and we're down 7.3% year over year. Housing completions in December were up 2.3% month over month to a 1.525 million annualized pace. And I'll explain to you in a minute what that means. And year over year, they were down 0.1%. So we need like 1.9 million plus to keep up with population growth. And I'm not talking the illegal immigration population growth. I'm talking our normal birth and all that kind of population growth, and then the influx of some people. We're at 1.448 million on housing permits, 1.4 million on housing starts, and housing completions at 1.525 million. So we keep adding to our deficit. So when people say that, we need to build more, and other people say, no, we don't. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We're so far behind on our number. They keep saying it's like 5 million, but they don't keep looking at if we keep adding 500,000 each year to that deficit, that it's going up much faster than they can take care of it.
Right. It seems almost impossible to ever catch up.
Yeah.
There's too many of the NIMBYs. There's too many of the
For our people, not
there's
in
not
my
enough
backyard.
yes in my backyard.
Yeah. Well, it's because nobody wants that.
Exactly.
I mean, if you look at, how they built in Tracy all along the freeway and all that, because everyone's, oh my, look at all those homes. Yeah, it's only 500 homes. It's not as many as what people think. We need to cover the valley.
Yeah.
To catch
Well,
up.
and when you're so used to just seeing brown grass out there, and all of a sudden you see all these homes, even though it's only 500 homes, as you drive by, you think, oh my God, growth is just going crazy.
And I think, oh my goodness, no more fires.
At least
no more grass fires.
Not a tire fire, right?
Not a grass fire
Yeah.
anymore. No chain hitting the street and causing a fire to burn those whole.
Oh, I actually watched that happen and called 911.
Yeah, people don't understand when those chains are on the back of the trailer. If they hit the ground, it's a spark, and the sparks can start fires.
Yep.
What else do we have? Mortgage applications for ending last week. Rates were they were near unchanged level at like 6.125. Again, check those numbers because that's what's Fannie and Freddie, and those are usually with points. And about 3/4 lower than this time last year. So again, even though our bond market is still up and the mortgage-backed securities are up, we are still way better because we don't have that premium built in anymore.
Yeah.
Purchase applications were negative 3% last week, still 8% up year over year. Refinances were up 7% and up 132% year over year. People are going, I need to get money out. I can't survive.
Yeah.
Refinances are now 57% of the total volume. So all those
57%.
So all those refinance shops are like, it's about time.
I can hire a couple people back.
I can eat this month.
Yeah.
Again, purchases are choppy, but I'm seeing them people are really looking in Tuolumne, and I'm going to tell you right now, get it done now because the snow covering those bad decks. You can get those houses closed without knowing how bad those decks are, meaning that that the seller knows that, the buyer knows that, but the lender doesn't need to say, hey, fix that deck before it can get a loan on there.
That one that you cannot even stand on.
Watch that hole. What hole?
Yeah. It's not a hole. That's just a lack of a deck.
In my head. What's that? What?
I'm almost there.
That was an old song.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. December durable goods. They looked at the headline orders were negative 1.4% month over month, less negative than the negative 2% expected. Core durable goods were up 0.6% above the 0.4 expectation. Core shipments were up 0.9%, strong enough to support upward nudges to already solid GDP tracking. Yeah. What do we have this week?
Sexy.
Tomorrow we have jobless claims, pending home sales. Friday we have PCE what is that, Mike? PCE.
Personal consumption expenditures.
And why is that so important?
Because it's the Fed's favorite gauge of what's going on.
Inflation, correct. Fourth quarter GDP, new home sales, and then
you think I don't pay attention?
No, I was just showing everybody.
Been 9 years.
People like he just sits there and just like doesn't do anything. I'm trying.
It's all his numbers. I got to let him talk his numbers.
Buyers backing out in 5 metro areas with the highest fallout. The largest percent of buyers backing out of homes under contract. These are not new. These are just in general.
Okay.
Is that what your question was?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
This is just purchase.
This is purchases. All right. So I'm going to give you the first one. Top one, Atlanta, 10.3%.
Why?
I have no idea. Doesn't say why. It doesn't go, this is the reason why. But number 2 is someplace close to us.
Tracy.
Las Vegas, correct. 10.1%. San Antonio, Texas, 9.6%. Riverside, California, 9.3%. Phoenix, Arizona, 9.2%.
They're out of water.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. You beat me to it. My thunder. You just left some smoke. Why is this happening? More listings plus slower pace equals buyers have options and leverage. Due diligent windows make it easier for buyers to pivot to a better deal. And zooming out, existing home sales fell 8.4% in January to the seasonally adjusted annualized rate of 3.91 million. Reinforcing the demand is still constrained, meaning that we normally are 4+ million a year. 4+ million a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So now is the myth that shows that every time rates dip, once rates fall, homes will be affordable again. Not really. And that's the whole thing. It's like rates dropped the last time majorly back in, this is about from Zillow, back in 2020 through May of 2023. No affordable. There was a lot of. I'm negative on this statement. They were saying that it was cheaper, but it wasn't so affordable because the values went up. Well, it was so much cheaper because the rates were so low that it didn't matter that what the purchase prices were, because you could buy a $700,000 home for what you could buy a $400,000 home
And
during
it was
the high of the Biden administration.
probably less than your rent at the time.
Correct.
And you're making, what's that thing that happens when you own a home? The equity thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And people seem to keep out of the equation all the time.
Yeah, so now their tax default auction plus property taxes. The public auction is set to offload nearly 1,000 California properties. SA Gate, that's San Francisco Gate State, reports an online auction for 946 Riverside County. I don't know if that's a street or just a county. Tax default properties with minimum bids ranging from 100 to 4.5 million, scheduled for late April. Buyer beware line. Low minimum bids can't be real, but due diligence is because there can be title can be encumbrous, the conditions, access, other carrying costs. There's a lot of stuff, so be careful. Really look into it.
Yeah, find out what's foreclosing.
Yeah,
if it's a third,
so
you get a first and a second.
1018 West Morris Avenue in Modesto is listed at $629,900 after a $10K price cut. 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2320 square feet.
How many?
Huh?
Say the square feet is again.
2320.
Okay.
2,320.
And it's going to be an auction?
I don't know. I don't know, because it didn't. It doesn't tell me more than that. It dropped it in a different area, so I assume it is. I'll check into it by tomorrow. How
Gotcha.
about that?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because that was an article our producer sent us for later in the week. I just thought I'd use some of it today.
Well, West Morris, not a horrible address.
That's here. That's the local, right?
It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So
629,900 after a 10 kind of price cut.
It doesn't seem out of line. It doesn't seem complete. It depends on the condition.
Is that what that means?
Depends on the condition.
It's cinder
the
block
condition
on
is
top
in.
of it. I don't know if I want a cinder block home.
I lived in a cinder block home one time, and it didn't bother me, but it sure bothered the practice wife.
Why? Because you couldn't put anything in the wall.
Oh, if we got a heavy rain like we just had, and there was only 11 inches of crawl space.
I know which one that is.
What show?
That's the one that's got the square. It's close to the MJC. It's like all squared off.
Of the boathouse.
I don't
That's
know.
What
is that what it is?
That's what I used to call it.
Oh, yeah, it's that one. It's for sale.
Okay.
I'll find out about the other thing later.
I believe. Is that Marjorie Brown?
Founded in 1977 by Craig Levitt.
He found it?
Weaver and Lynn yeah. Well, they made it, right?
Yeah, I guess
modern design, 1977. That's a pretty modern design for 1977.
It is. It's kind of cool. It's an interesting
it's listed
interior.
by
Marjorie Bernal.
Yeah.
So, and that's been coming down. She's been reducing the price on that thing. That's a hard one to figure out because it's such a one of a kind piece of property.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about flat roofs is it's not.
They're flat.
It's not if it's going to leak, it's when is it going to leak.
Yeah.
That's the problem with flat roofs.
That is a very heavy maintenance issue. If you're not up there all the time making sure that debris and stuff's not on that roof, gutter system is clear, you're screwed. You're gonna leak.
Really?
Yeah.
What you're thinking?
That's the fact, Jack.
Well, so you just be careful when you buy a house with flat roofs. Let's see here. No, that was not part of the tax auction.
I didn't think so.
Just hey, look, there's a cinder block home in Modesto for a lot of money.
Thanks, awesome producer.
Yeah. All right, that's all I have for today. How about you, Mike? Anything
else?
That's
it. No, we're done.
All right, make it a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. And again, thanks for watching. And if you like us, just acknowledge it somehow.
Yeah. Don't just nod your head.
Yeah. All right. Bye. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Peace out, brother, sister.